This Sunday at 8:15 p.m., the legend begins. Rockin' Waves 11294 is coming to Stickam. This Sunday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Rockin' Waves 11294 launches on Stickam. Go to stickam.com/ChrisMaster1 to witness history.
Well, hi, everybody. This is Lee Marshall, and you're listening to WGS Radio. It's great.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 6, 2,
14!
1.
Oh, that one.
It's showtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Nick Bondage Shoot of the Week.
Brought to you by Smeg Fridges.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the Nick Bondage Road Story of the Week has been brought to you by...
Do you have dry mouth?
Oh,
I sure do. It protects your teeth, fights infection, and lubricates your food. But what happens when you run out of saliva?
Help me, I can't talk.
For personal dryness upstairs, it's Salivex.
Wow, I can spit again.
Salivex is more than saliva in a can. Salivex improves consumption efficiency by 50%. No more halfway cures like coating your throat with cooking oil to have that extra piece of cake or bowl of kitty litter.
After a night out, my tongue tasted like carpet. It was embarrassing. Now with Salivex, I can eat a whole box of crackers or lick my life partner's
Stamp collection.
all night.
It's like having a salivation army in my mouth. Now I can suck a
Lollipop.
for as long as I want.
Salivex tastes like your own saliva. That's because at Salivex's state-of-the-art production facilities, we use salivation philanthropists who make Salivex all day. Salivex, when it comes to personal dryness upstairs, we're deadly serious.
Ladies and gentlemen... Screw you! I was going to make a joke, but... I was going to say Nick Bondage used Salivex to go down on ODB, but anyway...
I don't think he'd need to. Nick, take it away, man.
No, once again, fans alike, it's time for Nick Bondage's road stories of the week. This road story comes to you live from Natchez, Mississippi for Worlds Collide Entertainment. Now, Nick Bondage was involved in a wrestling show with one Mr. Sean Waltman. Now, Mr. Sean Waltman, a.k.a. X-Pac, a.k.a. 6-Pac, a.k.a. China's
bitch.
1, 2, 3, kid.
was walking around the locker room, because it was actually booked on the show, walking around the locker room looking for whatever he could get his hands on. And now when I say whatever he could get his hands on, I mean exactly that. Whatever he could get his hands on. So, Sean Waltman was actually scheduled to wrestle one Mr. D'Lo Brown that evening. Now, nothing was becoming available to one Mr. Sean Waltman, a.k.a. X-Pac, a.k.a. 6-Pac, a.k.a. Lightning Kid, a.k.a. China's bitch. So, what did Mr. Sean Waltman do? He ended up taking 16 nasal decongestants, because that was all that was all that he could get his hands on for the evening. And yes, I'll say it again, for the slow people, or the sausage eaters, 16 nasal decongestants.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, he's referring to Ministry of Darkness in the chat room on that sausage eater part. Anyway.
Absolutely. Whether you like sausage or pepperoni or hamburger or Vienna sausages.
As long as there's some kind of meat on your pizza.
Yeah.
Actually, for some reason, that sounded wrong coming from you.
Good.
Anyway, he, after the match, after taking so many nasal decongestants, I don't know whether it was to free up his airways, hint, 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 or whether to catch a buzz, hint, hint, hint. The ambulance drivers ended up having to give him, in a roundabout way, oxygen and almost CPR. So that's how bad off Mr. Sean Waltman is. Now, as to my Austin Aries stories, actually this week, I actually had a dream about wrestling Austin Aries in a match. I remember from the dream that I had, I was actually doing some research on one Mr. Austin Aries and ended up having a dream. No, Billy, not the kind of dream that you think about Mr. Austin Aries. And I do remember having a dream about him this week, about us having a pre-show promo against each other, and then us circling each other in the match, and then right as the match began, my alarm clock went off at 5:30 in the morning, and I ended up having to get up and go to work. So that's all I remember about the dream. And that is another installment of Nick Bondage's Road, stories of the week.
Wet dream section.
What? Wow. Now I'm even more disturbed. That's not a fucking block bird.
To listen to the entire show, click on the link in the description box.
Hey, it's the Studley Man Ashley here, and I'm here to tell you that if you want to get the best news and views on video games at the moment, then you should listen in to Game Up every Saturday night right here on WGS Radio. We'll take a look at some of the big video gaming news of the week, cover all the stories, whether they be stupid, fun, or downright serious. We'll also take a look back at some of the classic franchises and some of the classic games via reviews and retrospective look-backs. Make sure you're here every week, every Saturday, for WGS Radio's Game Up. And if you're not, oh dear.
Yeah, you're listening to Flip the Wolfman Jackson on WGS Radio and Block Talk Radio. Ow!